All right, we are continuing with the Elote. We finally are back. We had to take the motor back out of the car. We still have to get the new headers on the car. We can put them in while it's in there, but we had to adjust some stuff like the mid plate. Some of the holes we had to make a little bigger. So we ended up just pulling the whole motor out. It made it a lot easier for us to do stuff. And I'm still doing other stuff behind the cylinder heads and kind of going over everything. But we have pretty much everything. Motor-wise is good. Like I said, we got brand new headers on there. We had JC go ahead and put our bungs on there for the EGTs. So he just got all that done, drilled the holes out. Now we can get them back mounted today, when we'll hopefully have the motor back in today so we can get the trans mounted up along with the drive shaft in and everything else. We have some suspension we got to do first, so we might just leave the drive shaft out first actually, and then we'll get all that put in. Once we get all that put in, we can kind of move forward. I feel like we've been going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, but I know it's a process, but we're trying to be patient with it. But we're finally, hopefully, getting to a point where we can just keep moving forward with it and not going back. But gonna get the motor in tonight, like I said, and then we'll continue on with that and see how far we get tonight. But other than that, we are doing great. We're gonna start moving in the right direction finally, and hopefully we can get somewhere with it. Hopefully we can get turbos mounted up finally, get a turbo kit maybe mocked up and not done, but mocked up at least, so we can see where we're gonna place everything. JC's gonna come and bring his support beam, so we can mock the turbos up and get them kind of supported, kind of see and play around positioning and how we think. Because we still want to maximize space. We still want to be able to have space for other stuff in the engine bay. Because obviously we still made room, so we have all the cutouts and everything for more room. But we still want to be able to have more room if we have to add any, like the surge tank still needs to be put somewhere, or if we need anything electronic-wise in the engine bay. Because we still got to mount the fuse box and the factory PCM. So once we get all that taken care of, we will kind of see what space we're working with and kind of go from there. All right, we've got some new suspension goodies here that we've got to install. The first thing, I already had opened it, but we finally got solid bushings for the lower control arm. So the main problem with the S550s, if y'all didn't know, is that whenever you start making a ton of power, your lower bushings start kind of deflecting. So these right here, these will start deflecting really badly, and it'll kind of shove this whole rear end back. So we got solid ones now, so we'll get rid of all that rubber and it'll all just be solid. We don't have to worry about it moving anymore. So we're gonna get these installed on the car. As I said, there's gonna be very helpful, especially if you're trying to leave the line really hard. It'll keep all that deflection from happening. But let's kind of get into what UPR had sent us. So UPR got us hooked up with some toe links, some adjustable toe links, and camber arms. So UPR is one of our biggest sponsors, so they're really helping us out with all of our cars this year, and so we're excited to run their stuff. Man, they even come with instructions and everything, and that's nice. That's very helpful, especially for guys who haven't done this before. Obviously, we've done it a few times here, so it's not a new thing for us. But at least when people are always love instructions. I know a lot of people don't throw instructions in there, but even stuff like this, it helps out a lot. But so right now I do have toe links already on the car, but I don't know, man. I mean, I had seen some issues with some of them breaking, and I saw UPRs and I was like, man, those just look so much beefier. And so I ended up just getting theirs. I mean, man, look at these things. And that's pretty. So Brian over there did tell me that I do need to notch these before I install them, because they will hit my rim on my car since I'm running 15s now. So it does get a little too close, so I do need to notch that. I'll notch that once we get started on installing everything. But he did give me like a little mark to do them, but he said that they are supposed to be fixing it soon so that people can run them with 15s, not to run into this issue. But anyways, I mean, look at these. They're just seems a lot sturdier for me. I mean, a whole lot beefier, and I mean, I really enjoy them. I mean, that's what I got on here right now. But I mean, I don't know. There may be nothing wrong with them. I mean, who knows? But something about theirs, I just like them a lot more, and the quality on them is just super nice. So we're gonna get these installed. The other ones in here still. Kind of keep everything organized over here. Colin, go ahead and fast forward this or skip it just so I can just get this out of the way. Alright, so these are going to be the camber arms from UPR. So these are the adjustable ones, and these things are, man, these things are just nice. I mean, all their stuff's really nice, but something about this one is just, all the bolts. See, like, they take care, you know, they double wrap all this stuff. I mean, it's, you ain't gotta worry about it being all beat up when you get it, and you know, because some companies, they just throw it in there and then everything gets all scratched up. And when you're spending a lot of money on your stuff, you want to be able to know that it's not going to get all dinged up. I mean, look at that. That is pretty. Shout out UPR, man. Oh yeah. Got a bolt for it. There's one. There's this other one. Boom. The glue. Oh yeah, man. Then we didn't have really any issues. I mean, we were still kind of getting the car down, and we weren't having any issues on like trying to dial everything in, but this is just going to make it 10 times better. Like, getting it down the track is going to be, it's going to be fun. Obviously, you know, it's going to take some testing, but I'm excited. I mean, this one's got so much more adjustment, and it's actually less weight too, because instead of you having to run shocks and springs, now you just have to run just this. So, and I got the three adjustable ones. So I mean, they're nice, but we get some of our parts out. Shout out Kelly too, man. He's really been a lot of help when it comes to our stuff here, even our customers' cars. You know, he really helps out whenever we need it. Paper, paper, paper. We gotta drill some holes, get those put on. I know where those go. Those go through the firewall. Let's get these things out of here. Kelly always does great about wrapping everything too. I mean, you spend, you know, a pretty penny on all this stuff, and you know, you want to make sure it doesn't come over here all beat up and such. So it's nice that he takes pride in his packaging. Get these out of here. Man, look at that. Dang, those are pretty. So these will mount right in here. So like right where the shock normally goes, they'll sit right there. Man, that's pretty. So we can get rid of the spring and everything. We have our own spring on here already, and it's adjustable, and you've got everything's in one now. It's just like the front, so it makes it so much nicer. So much nicer. Alright, we're probably gonna get started on getting these installed, because would probably be the hardest part first. But we're gonna get all this taken off. We're gonna get the links taken off. Pretty much gotta get this. We gotta get this whole piece out. They got the springs gonna come out. Get the sway bar disconnected. We're gonna go ahead and get all this out first, and we'll have to probably hole saw that bushing out of there first, and then probably light the rest of it on fire so we can get the rest of it out. I'll probably use a wire wheel on a drill and get as much of that out as I can, because then we can finally press these in. I don't know how much fun that's going to be, but we've got a pretty heavy duty press that we can use, so we should be alright. But we'll get to it. We're gonna start taking everything off. Got to get literally all this off, so there's not really a certain way to. We're just gonna kind of start on bolting stuff. so we can get this out too while we're right here. I think it'd be easier. And then fast forward this. Got it. I have a tramp stamp actually, so don't tell me I have no tattoos.
Update you guys real quick. Michael's got all his IRS parts out and he is now loosening his differential bolts to get the diff down.
The diff's got to come out. I didn't seal it right. I did seal it right. But we put fluid in too early because we were resting for a race, and now it leaks. So we're gonna take it back out and reseal it while we have everything out because perfect time. Okay, all right, well, we're gonna hole saw the bushings out of here. We think we found the correct size hole saw. We kind of started just to make sure that it would go first, but now we're gonna push it all the way through so we can get out. Shit, smoke! Oh shit! Smells like a burnout.
It's quite smoky.
Oh, yeah,
It's
very smoky.
it's quite smoky.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know if that's better or worse.
I'm not gonna lie, my little Harbor Freight jack looked like it was about to explode. So we ended up just pushing out the rubber insert that was in there. And now we're gonna try and probably just sawzall the sleeve, and hopefully if we can press it out after that, because man, it was not coming out at all. Like we were standing back because we were worried about it just exploding. Especially as being aluminum, we're kind of worried about it just breaking it, but yeah, we could not get it out. So we're gonna try this and then see if it'll come out for us. God.
Yeah, look at that motion.
Hey, yo. Here's my little micro series. This motherfucker's a pop right out.
It's going.
I ain't gonna lie, that was take like number 5 or 6. This one did not come out easy whatsoever. So we got it out. Now we can put the other ones in. Man, smooth like butter. I don't know how.
I feel like just go to the
Where is this supposed to be?
I think it's kind of supposed to be like the other one. There's supposed to be maybe a lip on each side. See, once like a small lip gets on the other side, stop there. And maybe there's not supposed to be a lip. Maybe it's
Yeah, I was like, it almost seems like it'll be kind of almost
flush.
flush.
Yeah.
A little more.
Probably right there I would stop because it's going to jump again.
Yeah, that's perfect. Cool.
Got it.
Wow, look
Look
at
at
that.
that.
That's nice.
The light.
Yeah.
Billet.
Much
This shit
better.
looks nice.
Cool. The GoPro died. Obviously, it's just too hot in here for it to stay cool, but they're in. As you can see, all of them are tight. Got Loctite on them. The differential is in now. So come down with this and get this out of here. Nice.
Man, it looks really nice.
Oh, they look.
I know. Yeah, I got it.
Much better.
That looks really nice.
Okay, like I said, so this mount is gonna go right up in here. You can see that's why we had to move our fill tube and everything, but so it's gonna go right there. We're gonna get it bolted up, and we're gonna mark these holes that are in here. So that one and that one, we're gonna mark those and make our holes through it. There's nothing behind on this side. The other side, there's a small harness. So if you are doing this at home, just make sure you check to make sure, because I believe the new car, the S650s, do have a harness back Keltracs, they actually do give you a drill bit to use. This one doesn't fit in the drill that we have, so I have the same exact size. But it's a 27/64. So that's the size that you're going to be using, but you're just going to drill center right through it and just kind of keep straight with the body line in it. Ugh. Alright, so you can see kind of the before on this end. Now we have all of the seam sealer over here, and then we had taken it off on this side. So we're going to get that all whiz-wheeled down at least just so it looks prettier. And then we'll go ahead and get the plates on here, but you can see that the plate fits up almost perfectly right here now. So now it can lay flat. That's what you want on this side, because you can't even get it on this side right now because of all the seam sealer on this thick. So I mean, we literally are using a hammer and a pry bar and just hammering it down and out. But again, to get this side done, and we go to the side, and we finally put the bolt through. Okay, we got this one all cleaned up with the whiz wheel and everything. Now,
It says lock washer on the front, or does it go?
that's on my side.
This is on your side, right?
Yeah, that goes on my side. The other side should have everything on there already.
This is gonna pop it right here.
Push your bolts through? I know, push them again through.
Oh.
Boom. This side, and we'll do this side next. What size is this? 16? Give me 17. Good. Alright. I ain't going anywhere. Like I said, we have not had any camber like arm at all in this car the whole time we've been racing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You got. I think you have to leave it.
Holy shit. Okay. Like I said, we haven't had any freaking camera arm at all on this car. So it's nice that we actually have one now that we can adjust. And it's heavy duty too. I mean, it's not super thin right here. You know, you don't have anything to worry about, and it's much easily adjustable, and you know, so it's really nice. But now we can finally get the axle slipped in there, and then put the knuckle on, and keep moving forward. You grab that bolt behind you? All of our new hardware. Let's get that put in. So sliding right there. Little washers. These little plates slide into where your camber bolts normally go to adjust the camber, so it'll lock it in place, so you don't have to worry about having to adjust anything but right here. We're gonna have to get a pry bar probably and pry that back. Because as you can see, we are not close. Oh. All right, now we can get the shocks in. But these are our 3-way adjustable Keltrac shocks that we had gotten. Man, I bought them probably 6 months ago and they're finally going on the car. We're at that point now. But these will allow us to adjust the compression a lot more, especially since we have we have a compression rebound and pretty much our second compression. So that'll tighten or loosen the compression up for us. But this will be very helpful for us, especially when we're at the track and we're trying to get as dialed in as we can. It'll help. It's going to help us a ton. But these especially, so I want to say there's a like 10-pound difference between this and your regular shock and spring combo. So we're actually losing weight along with getting performance out of it anyways. So that's been the huge benefit that I've seen of these. So we're excited to try them out. And like I said, it's also a adjustable. So now we can adjust the height in the rear. And you know, if we wanted to sit lower, now we can, and instead of having to sacrifice performance too. So just get these in. Keltrac rear coilovers and everything, they actually do give you a relocation bracket for the sway bar because it is pretty damn close to the actual coilover. So we're going to get that thrown in right now on both sides so that even when we install the other side we don't have to worry about it. But we'll get that thrown in real quickly and then we're going to keep on going. DMR cradle lockout stuff, it will still work with it. You got plenty of threads still on there, so you don't have to worry about having to get longer bolts, which is very nice because it gets annoying when you have to go do more fabricating than you wanted to. Get this side. Sway bar on the car for a minute. Well, that's gone. I had the sway bar on here for a minute and I never greased them. Race car shit. Fuck it. Okay, let's put her in.
When I say it's been a minute since we've had the car together, I mean, look at that layer of dust. I mean, that's freaking, oh my God, man. We're gonna get it cleaned up right now before we throw it back in. I swear it's a nice trans. It's a really nice trans. I mean, it's just, is it dirty? It needs a little elbow grease. Look at the shine coming back. All right, we're gonna get that all cleaned up and then get on the stand first. It's already heavy as is, so we're gonna get it on the stand and then we're gonna get the converter back in it, so we can go up with everything. And all right, train is up. We just got it up on the stand. We're gonna go up right now. We'll get the converter in. We just got it off the shelf. We just got it all cleaned. This is all dusty, but we've got this motherfucker hot a few times. So we're leaking fluid. But I mean, this used to be like straight billet silver, and now it's gold. So it's gotten hot a few times, but we should be all right. This converter might be on the looser side, but we should be more than fine. We have a lot of adjustment for everything else, so I'm not too worried about it. Should be good on what we're doing. But we're gonna get the converter slapped in there inside the trans, and then get the trans put up. Finally, going up on the tool day. There we go. I'm gonna take it off, but we ended up just moving on to the drive shaft and everything, but we